Hi guys and dolls, so welcome to my January favorites video. By the way, in case you hadn't noticed, I'm back in the closet. I'm back in the closet. My makeup's in the closet too. Okay, just kidding. I moved all my whole makeup setup and everything back into my closet with the zebra print background. I know you guys really preferred it. Even though it is kind of like cut off from the whole rest of my house, it kind of does give me like a sanctuary to come and do my makeup and everything, and I really like that. So the only bad thing is that I have a window in here like on the opposite side of where I put my makeup on. It kind of makes putting makeup on a little difficult, so I had to put, I don't know if you can see, but I put like a little scarf up. I'm going to figure out some kind of permanent situation for that. But anyway, moving forward with the purpose of this video, and that is my favorites for January. So I'm going to kind of explain a little something. I know I have a tendency to be a little bit long-winded and a little bit of a bird walker, a little bit over-explanatory, but some of you have actually told me that's what you like. So my favorites videos are not necessarily going to be things like, I use this lipstick almost every day this month. I'm just going to kind of show you things that I either used a lot that month or just use it as an opportunity to talk about some of my favorite makeup products. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it. So the next thing I want to talk about is latex-based mascaras. There's a lot of companies right now that are creating like tubing mascaras, or otherwise known as latex-based mascaras. Now, sorry, I keep opening up my drawers. Now, Too Faced has a tubing mascara called Lash Injection. This is really something completely different than these other ones. It is a tubing mascara, but it is more of like a wax-based style one where it still smudges and stuff. So this one is not included in my little mini review of tubing mascaras. But anyway, I just want to show you a couple that I really, really like. Now, this is an old tube that I would not even put on my eyes. This is my Kiss Me mascara that I used almost 2 years ago. I've only kept this tube around for like showing purposes, which I actually am probably going to throw it out after this. I'm not really sure, but I think I've talked about tubing mascaras before. Basically, it's latex based, so if you have a latex allergy, I'm sorry, but this probably isn't going to work for you. But what it does is it creates a little latex tube around your lashes. So it's cry proof, sweat proof, smudge proof. It doesn't flake, it doesn't do any of those things. Even though it's like waterproof and everything, and you could even swim with it on and everything, it comes off with warm water. So it's very gentle. A lot of waterproof mascaras are actually, the formula is really drying, and I've always had problems with smudges. It's just the way that my eyes are shaped, and I have oily skin and blah blah blah. So anyway, my mascara always smudges unless I use a latex based one. So there's this one from Kiss Me. It's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this is the brush. This one kind of got curved. I don't know how that happened. I think I shoved it in there. It doesn't really come like that. It's just kind of like swirled around, so it doesn't really have like bristles to help you get each and every lash. So they end up kind of getting like stuck together. Take it or leave it. I honestly, I love the formula. I just wish they'd switch up the brush a little bit. The next one that I tried was the Loreal Double Extend. Now this one's kind of neat because one side has a primer and the other side has the mascara, and this is, again, it's a latex based mascara. It has quite a bigger brush, and it does a really, really nice job. It's actually what I'm wearing right now is this one. Love it. This is fantastic. The only downside of this one is that L'Oreal does test on animals. So if testing on animals is an issue for you, obviously you would not want to buy this one. And then the last one, this is another one that we sell at Sephora. We also sell Blinc at Sephora. This is the, I don't know how to pronounce the brand. It's Imju, I think, or Imju. IMJU, but it's Japanese, so I have no idea how to pronounce it. But anyway, it's the Fiberwig, and they dub this as paint on false eyelashes. This one has little fibers in it that I'm not really sure if you guys are going to be able to see on the camera. Of course, mine doesn't autofocus, but this one also has a very large brush. It's actually like a mini version to me of like the Dior Show brush. This one does a really good job of separating my lashes, and you can kind of use the fibers to kind of grow your lashes, but it'll kind of give you like a spidery lash look. Some people like that, some people don't. I really like this mascara, and I highly recommend this one. Or if animal testing isn't a big deal for you, the Loreal one, yeah, they're both pretty good. The price difference is $11, like maximum is what I've seen this. You can always find Loreal stuff on sale. And then the Fiberwig one is $24. And to be truthful, I don't know if Fiberwig tests on animals because it's a Japanese brand, so I really honestly don't know. Anyway, now we need to move on because I've talked about that way too much. The next thing I want to talk about is the pen style eyeliners. Migi is a company that sells like those nail polish pens, and when they sent me all their nail polish pens for review and stuff, they also sent me all of their like liquid eyeliner pens. And I was really excited about these. At first I didn't think I was going to like them at all. They do have a lot of drawbacks, like they don't say the amount of product you get on the little tube, which is whatever. But they also don't label the color. So I have like 5 of these or something, and I have to open them up each time to see which color is which. So I typically would just keep my black one in a different drawer with the stuff that I use every day, like my primer and eye cream and stuff like that. So I absolutely love this, adored this to the end of the earth. The price was pretty good. I thought it was $12.99 for one of these on their website, so I was really stoked about it. Used it in all my tutorials ever since I got it. It's just, I actually like forgot how to use other eyeliner because I just loved this so much. So I, like about a month ago, maybe it was more than that, I don't know, the cap broke. Basically, like the spring in it is messed up, and it probably won't do it on cam, but basically like if it just barely gets bumped, it pops off. And what happened is it would just pop off during the middle of the day. So I would like do my makeup and leave my, my makeup out, because I leave my makeup out and clean it all at the end of the night. And I would find this with the cap off. And so I started making sure I put it in the drawer, and I'd still find it with the cap off in the drawer, and it was driving me insane. So clearly the cap broke, but until then it was working really great. Well, I knew I'd have to replace it eventually anyway, so I went to the website to go ahead and order another one, and I realized that they charge $8.99 to ship one of these. That's kind of insane. I don't think I would pay $9 to have a $13 item shipped to me. That's insane. So I contacted the company, and they said if you call this one number and you contact, I think the person's name is Tammy, I'll put the information in the sidebar if you would like to order one of these, because I really do like this. Then the shipping would be less. I don't know about that. I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna try to find a replacement in town. I work at a Sephora. I'm sure I can find something. So most companies actually sell. So most companies, when they sell these pen style eyeliners, which mine's like all dried out now, it doesn't even mark black. When they sell these pen style eyeliners, it's actually with like a felt tip. The only ones that have like a brush style tip, like the Migi ones, which I really like, it's the best way to get like Arabic eyeliner and everything like that, in my opinion. Works for me anyway. So the only ones that actually had a brush style applicator that I can remember was NARS, which sold theirs for $27, which would have made it more expensive than the Migi one. Kat Von D, but hers was kind of like a brown black, like you really had to layer it to get it to be black, and I just didn't want to deal with that hassle. And then the Dior one, which was $31. So like I didn't want to spend that much money. If I was going to do that, might as well just like order 2 of these at a time and just pay for the shipping. So one of my coworkers pointed out that the one from, I don't know if this is pronounced Lorac or Lorac. I hear it pronounced like 14 different ways at work every day. That their front of the line Pro liner was a brush head one. And I was like, oh sweet. So I went ahead and purchased it. And it's really black, has this super fine tip, just like the Migi one. Really black. Love it. The only semi-drawback is that this is $22, so it's about the same price basically as buying the Migi liner. The only benefit really, in fact it's the exact same price. The only benefit of getting this versus buying this is that you can have this immediately. Other than that, they pretty much work the same. Like the little pens are even like the same fatness, the same shape. They look exactly identical, so they're probably even made in the same factory. I just wish that Migi charged less for their shipping, but they don't. So, and I lost the cap again. It popped off. I have no idea where it went. Well, it's a good thing I already did the freaking review before I lost the cap. The next thing I want to talk about is nail polish. I really didn't get a bunch of nail polish this month, and I think I need to make like an all-time favorites makeup nail polish or nail polish video. But anyway, this one is called Nova from China Glaze, and I don't know if it's going to show up on camera as like amazingly blingy as it is in real life. It's like somebody put 3D silver from MAC, remember that glitter that we were all obsessed with, in a bottle with nail polish. Like, it's amazing. I love it. It is so pretty and so blingy. The only downside of this polish is that it is really hard to remove, but that's kind of the same with all glitter polishes, right? So the last thing I want to talk about is some new brushes and some new things that Sigma came out with. And I kind of saved this for last because I know some people just are sick of seeing Sigma videos for whatever reason. In truth, guys, yes, Sigma does send their stuff to a lot of people, which I guess because this is a review, I have to state these items were sent to me for free for review purposes and tutorials and blah, blah, blah. I know, like, they send stuff to tons and tons of people, so I think a lot of people get this kind of impression that people only say nice things about Sigma brushes because they're sponsored or because they think that they're paid to say them or whatever. I'm not being paid or otherwise compensated to say these things. They just sent me out a press kit and said, if you like it, great. If you don't, whatever. So I happen to actually really like it. I think that Sigma makes fantastic, really good quality, inexpensive brushes. They're not dirt cheap, they're not like Crown brushes, but they're much better quality than like the Crown brushes and stuff like that. So anyway, they sent me one of these little kits, which comes with like the little retractable kabuki, the makeup bag, which I think I got like the Marilyn Monroe set. So yay, Marilyn Monroe! So I got the Something About Marilyn Kabuki, the red makeup bag, which I honestly haven't used because I have to use a clear bag for work so they can like see what I have in there. So I haven't used the makeup bag yet, but I will. And then this little jeweled mirror thing. It has like, you know, a mirror in it. Really, really cute. I actually use this at work and I take the kabuki with me, which, yeah, I got this set and they sell the set, they sell these as a set together. I think they also sell these separately. So I'll go ahead and link to the Sigma website in the sidebar so you can find out about pricing or whatever, because I honestly don't know because these things were sent to me. So my kabuki's dirty because I've been using it, but I have washed it several times. The only real downside about this kabuki is because it's synthetic, which for a lot of people is a plus because they can't use animal hair like my friend Candy. She can't use animal hair face brushes because she'll get like a huge rash or whatever. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So this kabuki is like crazy, insane soft. Like I could pretty much just sit here and pet it all day. It feels just like I have a chinchilla for a pet and it feels like just like his fur pretty much. But it's synthetic, so yay! The only downside is because it's synthetic, it takes a long time to dry when you wash it. What are you gonna do? The hairs on this are actually more like an off-white, but they're kind of like stained with my face stuff because I really need to wash it. The cool thing is that it is retractable, so it's totally portable. What I was using before was I was taking one of my kabukis in this little tiny bag that I have, but it would always get smooshed like into like a flattened or whatever. It was just really inconvenient. This is really convenient. It's cute besides that, and it's very densely packed. Let me kind of show you the size difference between this and the original Sigma kabuki. Huge difference. This one's a lot smaller. I think it's a little bit more densely packed, and I believe these are natural hairs and these are synthetic. This is really crazy soft, and if it's not like dense enough for you or if you need more coverage, you can kind of pull this little thing up and make it more like a buffer brush, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this brush is awesome. And then the last thing is the new Sigma SS197, which I believe is this one and this one is their two first brushes that are not like MAC dupes, because I don't think there's ever been a MAC 197. I don't know, I could be wrong. Somebody, if I'm wrong, please point me in the right direction of that information. This is their foundation brush, and it's basically kind of like a buffer type brush, which I've had one like this before that I used to use for powder foundation, but I decided I would use this since it has synthetic bristles as well, which again are normally white, but I just used it to apply my foundation. Talking too fast. So I've been using it for like liquid foundation or powder. I've been using it for my tinted moisturizer, all that good stuff. And it's freaking awesome. It's like my new favorite thing ever. Just to give you an idea, this is the SS187 and this is the SS197. So when I first got this, I had no idea what it was, you guys. And I just opened up the package and I was like, did they like cut off the hairs of a 187? Like, what are they doing here? This is odd. No, it's just a completely different brush. It's much shorter and it's so much denser, you guys. Like, craziness. Like, do you see how crazy dense this brush is compared to this one? And this is pretty dense for a stippling brush, but this is like completely like solid and it feels like velvet on the face. So this is really, really good quality. It's amazing. I will be probably purchasing, in fact, I'm not even gonna say probably, at some point I will be purchasing multiples of this for my kit. I think it's fantastic. I don't even know how I did liquid foundation without it, because it just creates such like a flawless look. And then the last thing, really quick, since I'm talking about Sigma, I might as well just get it all out of the way. This Sigma also sent me their little mini SS117 brush. This is really good quality. I really like it. It's best for just like an all over blending brush. It's not as small as an actual MAC 217. Unfortunately, I don't know where the heck my MAC 217 is, so I can't really show you guys for reference. The only 217 I can find is my mini one from a MAC holiday set, which isn't even shaped like a real MAC 217, so whatever. But they both have like silver handles and stuff, which is kind of weird. I keep getting them confused when I go to pick them up. But anyway, so that is my January favorite slash Cora's current favorites January edition, I guess you could say. I really hope you guys enjoyed this style of video, and hopefully it wasn't too long-winded in this video. Probably was, but hopefully you guys liked it anyway. I will talk to you guys very soon. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial on this. I think I want to do it, so that'd be cool if you'd like to see it. Anyway, I'm going to go to work now, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!